What's going on, boys? Today we have a leg day and we are starting off with heel elevated squats, Smith machine, and we are doing 4 sets of 8. I really don't like leg days. Ever since I hopped off of powerlifting, my knees are very brittle and my leg, I don't know if you guys have this feeling, but whenever you do legs, and let's just say a leg extension, because this is when it's worse for me, or any type of squat, like my knees start to buckle, or they start to tighten, or they start to I feel like they're burning, but they're not, if that makes any sense. And that's how I feel every time I hit legs. Maybe I'm just a bitch, or I'm just making excuses, or not having enough sodium. I don't know, but maybe it's just a feeling that only I feel. But ever since I hopped off of powerlifting, when I squatted 450, and then stopped heavy lifting and just focusing on bodybuilding workouts, it definitely did something to my body. But I will say this does apply with like chest and back. You're going from lifting heavy weight every single day to focusing on reps and range. So I think that's what played a big part in my body just not being used to the bodybuilding workouts, but can't do anything about it. So with this program, we're usually 3 days on, 1 day off, and we do cardio 6 times a week. I try to get 6 times a week. Sometimes I'm only able to do 5 just because I'm just so busy. And you know, when I have my rest days, I want to enjoy them rather than go to the gym, let's just say after work, or I just want to relax. You know, when you have your rest day, you want to relax. I get it, cardio's still important at the end of the day, and you still want to get shit done. But for me, from working a full-time job, doing college, and doing all this crap, I just want to rest, and that's just me. But last video, I didn't even film it, but this dude came up to me at the end of my video and end of my workout, and he never worked out before, I could tell. And he even said that he didn't work out, which was kind of cool because like, I love sharing information, especially with you guys. This is my way to give you guys the resources I was given and the resources I found out myself by doing my own research and giving it out to you. This guy was doing, I don't even know what he was doing. He was doing school crushers and bicep curls in a different form that I've never seen. He was doing incline bicep curls, but then he was doing something weird with the triceps. But the best advice I would give to new lifters, I would honestly stick with just the basics, the fundamentals. Go with machines. Machines have you on the perfect set and where you want to be on your body, and it gives you the most perfect form you can get to activating and targeting that muscle group. And I will say sometimes, depending on your height and size, it might not feel that way, but majority of machines are going to effectively build your muscle rather than doing a free weight and not knowing what you're doing. Now, let's just say bicep curls. I would prefer, if you're doing bicep curls, try to do like the preacher, but if you're good with just like standard dumbbell, those are the basics if you want to put that in that category. But a lot of people like to just swing their arms. So that's another thing. Like when people work out, they don't, the number one thing when you work out is form. Form is so crucial. When you first start working out, the first week should only apply towards focusing on form, doing lightweight. Everyone just jumps to straight heavyweight. I was a victim of it. I used to do 15, 20 exercises, was at the gym for 4 hours a day when I first started working out. It was stupid to me. I hindered all my progress, but that's not what I would recommend for someone coming into the gym. If someone comes into the gym, I would honestly ask someone else if you have a friend that goes to the gym, or even just watch videos, because YouTube has all the resources in the world, TikTok especially, if you don't like long form content, short form content, because in the end, everyone's here to help each other out. And for me, getting my experience for only 2 years going on to 3, which is very unfortunate, I want to help as much people as I can, and I'm offering one-on-one coaching. This isn't no self-promotion, but after my bodybuilding show, I plan on wanting to be a coach, maybe even a bodybuilding coach for what I'm doing right now, and I just want to help people improve. You already know we got Rottweiler by SC the Kid, aka Timothy Chalamet. I tried doing 3 plates, and I just talked about doing 3 plates, but I deadass fucking struggled. And the only reason is it because of the fucking heel elevated. So I'm just gonna stick with 2 plates. I just might be a chicken, but in the end, it's about the reps rather than doing the heavy weight at the end of the day. Let's do this shit. Yo. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on. What, baby? Oh yeah.
Nick just climbed himself here.
Let's go. The thing about this is I probably can't do 315 just because it's like this heel elevated, my feet are pointed straight and I always point them outward. I like to have my feet a little bit separated. That's another reason why I probably can't do this shit like I want to. It's a different type of elevated than I'm used to. All right. Oh yeah. Ooh. Come on. You gotta throw some authority on this shit. Slam this shit on the fucking weight every time you're done. Besides if it's like 135, I don't count. You don't get the pass to do that shit. So I had to turn off SC the kid because I wasn't forming sentences correctly and I was too focused on how amazing the UK rapper music was. But we have leg extensions, 2 sets of failure. This is where my knees are brittle and my kneecaps start fucking bleeding. And now I have to listen to this music. So I'm definitely gonna have to push the weight and try to get done with the set so I don't have to suffer listening to this as my pre-workout. So let's do it. All right, is that fucking 50? All right. All right. Ah, shit. Dude, the thing about leg extension, it's just like, it's like a numbing sting pain when I do rips. Like I could do so many more, but I don't know what it is. It's every time I do leg extensions, my absolute weakness. Ah, shit. Oh man, I'm an old man. Same for the week. I'm only doing 100 pounds. I look like a chicken. After this, we have lying leg curls, 4 sets of 12. Then we have the any machine and the outie machine, the abduction and the abductor. We have that 2 sets of failure. And then we're gonna end off with calf raises. Our leg days aren't really crazy. It's probably the fastest day, but the worst part of it is the cardio. Because who wants to do cardio after a leg day? Not me, but I still have to do it because, you know, if I want to be a bodybuilder, I can't just skip, you know, cardio. That would just be at my fault. I got to get that dub. I got to get my pro card. Hopefully. We got to get first place at least. First or second I'd be happy with, but shit. Now we have the bread and butter of the workout. We have a beautiful lying leg curl. Now, you know, we could assume that every leg machine is kind of sus, especially the abductor and adductor, but this one, if people are around you, just be aware, be cautious, because you're vulnerable. All right. All right. Oh, the muscle tightness is real. The muscle fatigue is kicking in. Ooh. Next is, I don't even know, it's abductor. I don't even know. There's 2 versions. I don't know the difference, but I know it targets different parts of your legs. And they have made this music 10 times louder for me to just suffer at this point, because I don't want to be listening to this when I'm at the gym. Maybe some EDM, but this is some BS. I feel like this is just a straight shot towards me. Oh, pretty heavy. I gotta turn this down a little bit. Oh yeah. I hate this machine. This machine brings out the worst in me. Oh, man. This is not made for the weak. Not a lot of guys use this exercise, and I see why, but I'm one that has to do it, unfortunately. Next, we have the Mr. Close Your Gate. Now, this is a little weird to get into, so anyone staring, gotta make sure you're doing it nonchalantly and not look weird or goofy doing it, because they put the shit on the max weight. Hell no. That's gonna like tear me up, but like just like that. Oh, this is pretty heavy. Oh no. Yeah, I gotta put the phone down for this. Yo. Come on. That tightness is real. It's like I just done the splits for the first time. Whew. Man, if you guys want me to do more reps and sets, or not reps, but more sets in my workouts to include it, let me know in the comments. I feel like one's pretty reasonable, just so you guys can see what I'm doing, but I plan on adding more sets in further videos. It's just the same thing, so I don't like to keep it repetitive. Last but not least, the calves, which are usually made in the kitchen. You guys can see, pretty gnarly calves. I don't know how, I can't even see you guys. That's how far out you are. But hopefully this angle was good. We're gonna have to work out with this. Let's do it. Up. Oh, that burns. It doesn't look like it's effective as much, but it definitely does something to your legs. All right, boys, so we just got done doing cardio. Absolutely brutal. If anyone that does cardio watches this, you know how brutal it is, especially if you just had nothing to do and you're just walking through it. It takes absolutely forever. But thanks to Clash Royale, I can either trophy grind or just play the game and have fun, or I just TikTok scroll or even edit videos if I can. But more of the time, if I'm just doing it without a phone, like let's just say my phone's about to die, it's gonna be the worst cardio I've ever done. And we're doing 30 minutes now. I wonder how crazy it's gonna get towards the end of prep and towards show day. That's the one thing I'm not looking forward to, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like an hour of cardio and I'm not ready for that. But we just got into the shower. Well, we just got done showering. It's very convenient after the gym because I smell and I'm just drenched in just sweat. It's like I just got out of a sauna. But I will say I didn't want to do posing just because in leg days I really don't want to pose, even though my legs are really nice and very defined. It's just there was just no point, so I decided not to pose. But if anyone's watching this video and you know you guys like these type of videos, leave them down in the comments below. You know, these are the type of style of videos that I do like, and I feel like I can connect better with you guys. Working a full-time job and just doing college and doing everything, I'm pretty much living an adult life. And after high school, once you go into college, or let's just say not college, I'm pretty much not in college. I'm doing online, so it doesn't count, but I'm working a full-time job. I'm pretty much adulting right now. And I know it's a normal thing. Everyone does it. Everyone repeats that same cycle, but I can't live that comfortable lifestyle. People are sometimes happy with it and think it's the way to go, but I personally would rather be homeless and go travel and go backpacking rather than fucking slaving myself away just to make a little tiny bit of money. And not even that, just to make like 50K. Like, I know it's a lot of money in this economy, but in the end, I would rather just live my life. You only get one life, and I know this isn't my purpose is to fucking work for the rest of my life, a 9 to 5, slave myself for hours just to make $100, and then just, you know, wake up the next day and repeat it. I do that now, and it just fucks up my mental health. And, you know, I just think it's just a lifestyle I can't live. And that's why I love doing the things I love doing, which is this, is because I know I can make something out of it. I know I am comfortable enough to just tell my story and just, you know, maybe get my name out there. And let's just say YouTube doesn't work out. I'm looking at this in the future, and I'm just seeing what I want to see. But if God, you know, steers me to a different path, I just know that it's not going to be working a matrix job, and I'm going to be just free. I would rather be working somewhere where I'm mentally happy. I walk in, I feel amazing, and I'm actually enjoying to go into work. But I can't work a 9 to 5. I feel like it's just it's that matrix lifestyle, and it sounds cringy, and I sound like one of those people that's like, you know, loser mentality. But once you just develop it, it's just like, you know where you want to go in life. Like, I want to be successful, but I want to be successful in my own way. I don't want to go into my parents' images, my family's images. I don't want to live that lifestyle. I know that I'm a black sheep in my own kind, and I'm here to stand out and do something, but I just don't know my purpose yet. And I know this is something I like doing, so I really hope God puts me in this, you know, environmental fitness industry. That made no sense, but you know, that's my vision. But I just know that working that or just doing what everyone else does on a day-to-day basis, it's like a it's like a GTA lobby. It's just straight NPCs, and my mindset just isn't driven that way. Sorry for the yep, but you know, sometimes I have shit that just goes on my mind, and I just have to express it because I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. I can't live a comfortable lifestyle that people just repeat on a day-to-day basis and just call it enjoyable and then have no money to spend, and not even that, don't get to actually fulfilled to live life. Because in the end, back in the old days, people just travel the world, build huts. That sounds stupid, but anyways, you get my point. We only have one life. I don't want to see myself working at fucking a job and just staying in one place forever. I wouldn't mind it, but I want to go see the world for what it is. That's why I'm going to Brazil. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was a good leg day. It was kind of a long leg day, but had a little yap session towards the end. But if you guys enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.